Uncle. No, I'll stop. Copyright, copyright. Anyway, it's 3 p.m., and welcome to the Great Uncle Pixel Show. The show in which I uh, sing a silly song. No, which I program stuff in Godot, probably badly. But we're all having fun here. You can watch my games come to life on the screen, usually with me hitting it many times with a hammer first. Oh, who? I forgot to change everything about this stream after Saturday. Oh, also, did I turn ads on? I don't remember turning ads on. So, let's see here. Head on over, because I left all the information the same. I'm a little out of it today, I'm afraid, my guplings, because, oh, went to grab a pill yesterday and grabbed the wrong pill and put myself to sleep. Took a sleeping pill instead of the pill I wanted, and today I'm feeling the after effects. Which may be why that feeling. Okay, that's probably. There we go. We got some. Should update. There we go. We'll help it updated. Reload the stream if it hasn't updated, because I gotta look at my own stuff and uh, make sure I'm doing stuff. Yeah, there we go. It's correct now. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream, and oh, thank you for the sub, Il Philly. You're the first one. You're fantastic. It's gonna be a fun stream with mostly me trying to add things to the game and not falling asleep. It's going to be a fabulous fun time. A battle of wills. Me against Sleepy Carl. That voice in my head that keeps telling me I should go lie down. And hopefully the game development stuff will help with that. And just make sure I have an eye on the chat. Oh, Sleepy Carl is a liar. That's the thing about Sleepy Carl. He lies. It's gonna pull up the game and see what I was in the middle of doing. Trying to remind myself where I was on Friday. Oh yeah, right. These little guys. Now I want to... Next, I believe I was going to make it so... Right, my next step... Man, I really should take notes now that I'm into this deep into the code. I had loads of notes for Find the Flag for what I wanted to do next and what I was working on, what bugs I was fixing. I got nothing here. Turn the volume up. Whoa, turn the volume down. Alright, one of the first little minor things I did want to work on, it's not exactly work on, I wanted to get rid of the copyrighted sound effects and replace them with completely different, probably not copyrighted sound effects. Which is not going to take that long. Just a matter of replacing this. I can always put them back. Right. That's explosion. FX3. Alien hit sound. This is replace this with I think it's balloon pop sound. Dip shoot sound. Replace that with laser. And I believe those are only 3 sounds right now. So let me just do a quick little thing. There we go. Check. Good. That's probably a good idea. I should probably go buy some sound effects, but mostly I'm looking in free sound effect websites at the moment. Also, I enjoy looking for individual sound effects. What was I doing? Doing a search. Oh, I like that a lot. Honestly. It's a different feel, but I like it a lot. I especially love that balloon pop noise for the... Especially since that animation is literally called just pop. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I actually like that a lot better. Pop, pop, pop. That explosion may be a little too long for the animation, but it's very dramatic, I have to say. I think the next, yeah, bug-wise, what I have to do is make it so I notice their missiles speed up dramatically and start skipping through the air if they explode while dropping them. After the reset, any remaining missiles move at double speed, and that's weird. Yeah, honestly. Anyway, I'm just enjoying listening to this laser sound. That's exactly what I wanted. Doom, doom, thoom. Yes, yes, explode for me. Keep getting, keep getting odd looks from across the room. Ah. So that's the first thing I wanted to do. Replace those sound effects, and I have to say, I quite like it. I quite like it. Mm-hmm. Ah, okay. I quite like it. Now, what was I going to do next? Right, I was going to make it so that the alien does not reset immediately. The aliens do not reset immediately, but reset in groups of four. So after you blows them all up, only then do they come back. Also, if I check, I'm going to run the game again just for a second. Yeah, the aliens appear. Do 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 do. Space. Initialize aliens. Global position Y equals 75. Wait. The wrong one. Okay, that's not what I want for yet. This is what I want. I just want to move it up a little so it starts out closer to the top. Okay. Now, so we gotta go over here. The ship blue. Fire, P shooting, animation default, uh, and I've already forgotten what I programmed the other day. So it's all it's okay. If ship blue get child P equals 1, no. So yeah, this just moves it. I don't want to move it. I want to remove it. So this. Just motion's global to this. Yes, motion's up here. Oh, right. Capital. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter because it's going to just vanish. So let me see. If not paused, I've got a lot of things here that are vague. I mean, hit sound. Da, 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 da. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shift blue, get child, A plus 1 equals null. Not equal to null. Okay, this routine makes the shot disappear. Now I need to use the same thing. I'm not going to delete this. I'm going to do the same thing to make this. This. Uh, now, what is child? Ship blue. Okay. There. My child. Okay. It's fine. That's good. So, I like to move it too, but sometimes it has to not move it. There are times in this world when moving it and or moving it are required to not be happening. This, I'm sad to say, I believe is one of those times. And this is one of those times where I totally lost track of what I was doing. Let me think. There I was. Okay, I was on the playground. I was 5 years old, and another child came up to me. No, wait, that's the wrong one. I want. Let's just try this and this. Okay, then let's go back all the way up to space. Oh, okay, there, aliens, int equals 4. That's what I want. Besides, alien array never gets called. Interesting. Oh, no, no, there it is, in ready. That's what I want. That's where it should be. Okay. Function process delta. That's where it's not called. If aliens equals 0. Okay, so Values just called aliens. Perfect. Now this is... Before I start removing any children... Get parent, get parent. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Get parent should be space. Wait. Oh, well, one thing. Boop. There we go. So yeah, I'm not sure this is correct. So let's see if it's correct. And I'll see it's correct by shooting something and seeing if the whole program explodes. Oh, for now I'm just going to do that. So I'm going to shoot something, and if everything explodes, then I cry. Wait, not the other thing. Then I fix it. Okay, and it crashed. Why did it crash? Invalid type in function. Hang on, get parent. Okay, I want to print debug get parent and get parent to see exactly where I was set, where these are. Second, let me adjust my videos. Restarting the program grays out that screen for some reason. Here we go. We get R to start the game. Okay. Okay, get parent, get parent. Yeah, okay. This is what I want to look at. I'm not sure where all these falses are coming from. No. Let's get it here. See where that... Where I'm printing. Get child. Get plus 9. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, let me check all my print. Make sure I have no print statements running around. Okay. And alien group 1. Print statements. I think they're all commented out. Wait. Okay. That one. Get rid of that one. This one. Okay. stream. Okay. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. Parent node is not a thing. Let me. Okay, I think I've made this more complicated than I had to. Or I just don't understand Godot as well as I thought I did, but okay. If shot node dot shooting. Okay, what is shot node? Let me look at that first. Fine, shot node. Okay, that's passed in. Am I dead? Okay, where's am I dead? Enemy shot. If enemy shot is not equal to null, no. Oh, um, wait. Okay, so I will make sure I'm not sending in a null value. Oh, this should delete all its shots, which is, I believe, what the problem was. Hey. Okay. I have mods. There we go. Let me find my mod. Let me get in there. I look away for 1 second to shoot aliens. Let me look at my account. Yeah, account created 24 minutes ago. And also is not showing right on the screen here. Let me reset everything. Not reset everything, actually. I don't need to. What I was just testing works. And now I'm going back. Oh. So what I was going to do next is this the main one? Aliens, yes. If aliens equals 0, then aliens equals 4. This is correct as far as it goes, but aliens 4 initialize alien array. One, two. Right, eventually aliens will be... I think aliens will be an array? But for right now, it works as an int. I guess it's got to be more than one stage. Right now, it's just one stage looping over and over. I think stage 1... Yeah. Why am I saying here pausing? I want to do something else. Right. I want to do one of these. Whoop, not that. Not that. Me. Funk ready. And it's equals 4. Oh, wait. There's 2-second pause after clearing the state. And then I want to see, yeah, should reset it properly. Maybe. Huh. Well, I mean, that's why I'm going to see. That's why I'm going to figure out what happens here. Now, hit R. Oh, one of the other things I want to do, make it fire a lot slower. 2. Okay. Oh, right. Derp. Right. Didn't actually set the code to wait, did I? Get make sure I'm lowering the right variable here. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave the. Right, well, that's right. It's fine. It's fine. Boop. Bring that up. Like that. Okay. 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 Hold on. Explosion. There we go. That's such a hilariously overblown explosion noise. I love it. And, hang on, I can't see what I'm doing here. Okay. Bring up my windows a little better. Whoa! Is everything null? Okay. Something else became null. So let's rerun this. Let's get it going. So I can look at the number of aliens. Oh no, did I just put an R in the middle of my program? I did. Okay, before that breaks. R. Okay. Space 3. Okay. Space 2. Space 1. Space 0. Yeah, so the variable is set to what I want it to be set to. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so only one thing left to do. Like that. I mean, several things left to do, but oh, okay. I am. I'm going to put a print here. Statement right here to see if it's even hitting this. If then, oh my goodness, that's the problem. That's the problem. I had the pass command in there. Oh, it's always something simple. It's always something simple. It's always something stupid. Or maybe not stupid, but definitely simple. Ow. Okay. 4, 3, 2, and 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Simple and stupid maybe, but mm, I don't know. It should be creating 4 new aliens. Let's see here. Okay, it should be creating 4 new aliens. It's hitting, since the no more aliens message is appearing, that means it is hitting. It is hitting the rest of the, it is hitting the rest of these lines. It just doesn't seem to be doing it. Initialize alien array. Alien formation I. Okay, so we're gonna run it again. Gonna run it again and again and again till I see what the heck is going wrong. With more and more and more print statements to follow up my yeah, pull this up a little so I can see. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see here. Alien group 3, 4, alien group 5. 2, 1, 0. No more aliens. Kicks it back up to 4. From what I can see, yeah, see? Yeah, yeah. It may have been simple and stupid, but the non-simple, non-stupid thing doesn't work. Now, according to this, it's hitting here. And it should be recreating the enemy. According to this, it is recreating the enemy, the alien formation, such as it is. So it is recreating it. It's just not appearing on screen. And I'm not sure why. Okay, I'm going to put in even more. Let's go back into Alien Group 1. Expand the top half of the screen a bit so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, that's... da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I removed this print statement. And let's hit pause. Nope, I want output. Pause it while I go up to where this line started. Come on, there we go. So, okay, okay. Clear something here is not doing what I thought it was doing. Here we go. Alien group 0, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, hang on. Do I have a, oops. Do I have a thing in there that keeps them from moving? Let's see here. Let me take a look at my creation again. No, no. And where is R? Where's the thing where I hit the R key to get it working? Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. Not entirely sure what's wrong. I'm not entirely sure why it's doing this. Of course. I do know I need a drink. Ah, life giving caffeine. Well, I do know it is properly creating and it's properly recreating Alien Group 2, Alien Group 3, Alien Group 4, and Alien Group 5. That's what this is again. But it's moving Alien Group 6716789. Not the remove child. I need that remove child command. It's not removing them right. It's deleting them, but the hang on. Let's see. So, okay. Make sure it's removing the correct node. Okay, okay. Hang on. Let me just delete this and see what happens first. I'm going to make a... Don't worry about looking at it. It's going to mess up as soon as I shoot something. Okay. Yeah. Get. Hang on. If I just do that, it's removing its own parent node, which is what I want, in theory. Whoop. Nope, it crashed. Okay. Do need it to remove those nodes. Here, print. Okay. Get, print, get, parent, get, children. So I need... Okay. Okie dokie. You don't need to see what's going on there. You just need to... I'm just shooting enemies, but, Okay. Get parent, get children. Okay. Get parent. E. Get parent, get children. Okay. Need to see what I am shooting. Aha! Good. There we go. So, okay, so I need get parent, get parent. Get parent, get parent. Brings me up to space. Get parent, get parent, get parent, get parent, parent, child. Yay! Da 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 da. Now, let's hit stop up there. So I need to write something. So the remove child has to specifically remove this node. And so I have to figure out whether the node I'm calling this from is one of these, which of these four it's calling it from, because I need to remove the correct node. Okay. I don't know why I'm sitting here staring off into the. Well, I do know why I'm sitting here staring off into the distance. Sleepy Carl is calling me, but I'm ignoring Sleepy Carl. We're ignoring Sleepy Carl, and we're going over to Google. Not really Google. I'm using DuckDuckGo. That's a fun one. Actually, I probably don't even need that because I have Node saved. Okay, add sibling, add to group. Okay, create tween. Uh-huh. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look it up. Find child. Huh. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. I need. I need a way to get the name of the current node. There's got to be a way to find that. Find parent. Uh, then I can go up a level. Find. Wait a minute. Why am I a doofle? Maybe. Maybe. Don't answer that. Might just be name. Okay. So, let's see here. No, I see. Okay. I see. The problem is that the name of this script slash item is Alien One, but I want get parent dot name. So the node I want to remove this parent node. Is parent node a define something? Okay, var parent node equals child get parent get parent. Okay. I want to remove this node. So this node mm, is this part of all part of the same queue or just part of am I hit? It's a part of am I hit. Okay. Wait. I just need this node is just need to be that get parent, right? Overthinking this. Get parent not found. Oh, okay. I see. There was a wait. That's the problem. Anyway, am I? Okay, remove child. Okay. Um, I don't know if. What am I doing here? Is it really that simple? It is not that simple. Of course, not that simple. All right, I haven't set it to actually move yet. R. Okay. Um, okay. Let's let's do this again. There we go. There's the alien groups there down in my debug print. Whoops. Something I did. Right, because these are get child J plus 9, get child 0 is not equal to null. Yeah, because it's being deleted. It's for J and 4, right? Okay, it's checking all of them, even if there isn't one. So yeah, when I get exploded, anyway, R. Let's make sure. Okay, okay. Let's take a look down here. Interesting. Output. And now it's not recreating the new ones at all. Interesting. Okay, so it's not adding. It's no longer adding 4 new groups. Hui. It is no longer adding 4 random new groups. It's no longer adding 6, 7, 8, 9 instead of 2, 3, 4, 5 because 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, 4, 5 are being properly removed. Okay, let's make an even bigger mess out of this. We want to keep an eye. This is what I want to see. There we go. Whoa, whoa. I see error messages down there. Let's take a look there. Output. What was that error message? Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Oh, it's doing group 6789 again. Even if it's showing, even if it's making group 6789, the point, it should, the, the one, 6789 should not be, oh. Okay, the problem is I am not properly deleting 2, 3, 4, 5 after all. That's good. That's good to know. It's not good. It's good to know. It's good to know that whatever I'm doing, I'm not properly removing those tiny little baby children. They're not baby children. They're load-bearing children. That doesn't sound right. That sounds very wrong. Don't ever say those words. Also, I've just made a slight mistake. I've tactical error, if you will. I closed my eyes to think, and I'm not sure I can open them again. Uh, what? The foot bounce will keep me awake. Ah. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm back. Move child. I want to see what the. I want to see what remove child. Let's look at remove child. Child. Remove child. Okay. Okay, it removes a child node. And Q free should. Let me just see here. Do do do. Do do do. Alien Group 1. Q free should remove this node. Hold on a second. Copy, paste. I want multiple copies of this so I can see what happens 3 times. Before the child is removed. Before the child is removed. After the child is removed, but the queue is still, but the memory is still used, and after. putting in a big ass pause in there so I can study it. Okay. Big ass pause didn't seem to do anything. That's okay. Yay! I could do this. Oh, output overflow, print less text. Yeah, that makes sense. In fact, I do need the print less text. This is the big one. That's no 2D space. There's a print in here. Print aliens. Debug get children. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Anyway, output. Let me do this once more with all those extraneous ones removed. Pause that. Now we go. We don't want to go. Okay. And group 2. Okay. In group 5. The thing, from what I can tell, okay, the problem. This. Okay, see, I shoot the enemy and they blow up. Okay, there's the 3. Let me just run it again, but just shoot one alien instead of all 4. Okay, and we'll pause it. I'll drag this up here. And yeah, from what I can tell, it's not removing, or these 3 are the same. These list of child nodes of space are all the same. And they shouldn't be. Because I just shot Alien Group 5 and made it blow up. Oh yeah, there we go. Alien Group 5, Alien Group 5. And made it blow up, which should remove it from the queue. Should delete, which should remove this child. Should remove Alien 5 as a child of space. And then it should free up the queue, deleting it entirely. Now, according to this one, Alien Group 5 is still very much a child of space. And according to this one, Alien Group 5 is not only still a child of space, it still exists. Was not freed up by the Q, by the Q delete, get rid of command. Except it was, because that's why they disappear. That's why they disappear when shot. And their shots disappear because they were removed from the. Because they were. The child was deleted and the item was deleted and everything was deleted, but they're still showing up. Ugh. Oh man, this is a rough one. This one's thinking. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I don't know why I'm thinking. I need to look. I can't just stare off into space here. I've got to look. I've got to stare directly into my code. That's where the problem is. Not over there in the other side of the room. The problem is in my code somewhere, right here somewhere. Specifically, my problem is here in this removal procedure. Child. Shift blue. 1, 2, 3, and 2. Do I need to get parent? Oh, I do need to get parent Q free. Okay, okay. That's part of the problem. Because I need to delete the alien group, not the alien, which is up a level, as it were. Child, this node. Now, this node is already the parent. I'm misunderstanding. Maybe let me try that and see if it messes everything up. Wait. Wait. Oh. 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 Oh, hang on. I think that did it. I think that one did it. As you could see at the bottom of the screen, let me highlight the output again down here. As you can see at the bottom of the screen. Hang on, did I just add an R somewhere in the programs I didn't want? Doesn't matter. Okay. You can see. Whoop. Okay. Ha ha ha! And now you can see there's fewer alien groups in each one. Alien. Huh. But. And there's. And the aliens come back. Okay. I was just removing the wrong node, I guess. Okay. And it works. Another bot alert? Hang on, I gotta pull that up. I don't. The bot alert is not showing on my side. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Copy. Definitely band evasion. I will have to set that up. Suspicious user. And monitoring. Okay. They are once again. Ugh. Okay. Oh, dang. What the heck? I copied and pasted their message and it's gone now. Get him again. I'll get him. I'll get him. Okay. I'll have to fix that thing where it makes two popping noises when it gets hit by another shot while it's but oh, and bear in mind those blue squares around the aliens and the ship will not be there in the final game. That's just the hitbox turned on so I could see where they are, where said hitboxes are. But it works. It works. It works. I am pleased that it works. Finally. Oh, man. That was a little more difficult than I expected, but it's okay. I was removing the wrong note. Let me remove all these print statements now that it works. I can put them back later. Print of all these print statements. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Now I'm not sure what I want to do next. There's so many next steps I could take. Most of them are a pain in the neck. I've got one spoon. Now where will I spend that spoon? Spoon, spoon, spoon. Spoony McDoony Boon. It's one of those things where I don't want to mess with it too much when it's working good. More than that, I don't want to mess with it when I'm not sure what I'm doing next. I have a couple of ideas for what I want to do next, and a couple of different ways I want to attempt to implement them. Let's see. Let's not implement anything yet. But let's set some groundwork here. Let's put some variables in, like score. Every good 1970s slash early 80s arcade like game needs a score, right? And stage. Because it's not just going to be one group of aliens. It's going to be a bunch of different types of aliens. These are the easy aliens. You have a better idea. No score? No stages? No aliens. Fish. Oh, wait. Text green. That's weird. Oh, okay. Int 1. Stage int equals 1. Int equals 0. Because I think what I want to do. Okay. Oh, let me check. Oh. Huh, it did not show up in my stream like I hoped it would, but I see it. I see it. Okay. Huh. Let's see. What should I? What silly, silly thing about old timey video games can I talk about? I remember the first time I saw. Should I start with Pac-Man? Pac-Man's a funny story. Yeah, redeems are working. So they weren't. Didn't show up on the screen I was looking at it, but they did because I'm not logged in on several of my windows here. So I'll talk about the silly thoughts I had the first time I saw Pac-Man. Uh, I think it was at a bowling alley. I was at summer camp, and at summer camp it was we had once a week we went bowling, and I didn't like to bowl, so I usually just hung out in the little arcade. Didn't have money to play, but used to enjoy the arcade, watching other people play, watching the demo mode, not watching people bowl. But one of these arcades had Pac-Man. Let me, or one of these bowling alley mini arcades had Pac-Man, and first thing I thought was seeing someone play was, oh, this is a cops and robbers game. Why did I think that? Because the game made a siren noise. So I thought, is Pac-Man a policeman? Sure, let's go with that. He's a policeman. My next silly thought was why are the now being used to shooting games, I thought, why are the small dots worth fewer points than the big dots? The big dots are easier to hit, but it's not a shooting game; it's a maze game. So that explains that. Also, that was the first game I saw where people enjoyed hitting the button at the top of the machine to reset it. Everything would freeze. The screen would turn into a jumble of pixels and dancing and random sprites, and then to a grid, and then it would reset. I don't think I ever saw anyone do it during someone's game, but man, that it could be done during someone's game, and that would really annoy people. Man, I'm picturing a specific Pac-Man machine too when I'm telling these stories. I'm not entirely sure what the name of the bowling alley was. I'm probably Brunswick was in the name, but uh yeah, really liked Pac-Man back in the day. The game was fun. I was terrible at it, but there was but the characters, especially one of the first video games I ever saw that had characters in it. Also, very easy to draw. This was important for someone with no drawing skill like me. Mario, hard to draw. Pac-Man, easy to draw. Pac-Man enemies, easy to draw. I guess barrels were easy to draw from Donkey Kong. So were the little firefoxes and fireballs, and but Mario himself was a new level of complicated, which was especially disappointing after other easy to draw characters like Space Invaders. Those guys are easy to draw. The ship in Asteroids, it's a triangle. It's more of a wedge really, but a triangle. But Not that difficult. Omega Race. Mega Race is a game I never played in the arcade. I've played it since, but I never played it back in the day in the arcade, which I thought looked really cool. I mean, I'm going off on tangent after tangent, and you can't stop me. I guess you can. There is a redeem for that. But no, no, no. I'll get back to programming sooner or later. I kind of need this mental break before I have a mental break. Reminds me of now because that led me. Omega Race led me to Space Fury. No one remembers Space Fury these days. But one of my favorite asteroid-like games of the era, and also one of the first games I saw with power-ups. Because at the end of each stage, you'd get to dock. You had a asteroids like wedge ship, could fire forward. At the end of each stage, if you beat the time limit, you could dock with one of three exoskeletons, shells. One of them made added two forward firing shots to your ship, so you fired three shots forward every time you hit the button. One of them fired two shots backwards, and one of them fired two shots to the sides. One shot to the left, one shot to the right, relative to your facing, of course. I always like the one shot to the left, one shot to the right one. Most people recommend the three shots to the front one, or did back in the day. And yeah, that does give you a lot of single direction firepower, which is good because the enemies come in groups. But at the same time, I always liked having coverage, so I would focus on one enemy, and then the shots firing to the side would do things would handle their own enemies. I wouldn't have to pay attention to the entire screen because I was just could focus on one thing at a time, and still destroy other things I was not focused on. I don't think I've ever, and I say all that, I don't think I've ever actually played the arcade version of Space Fury. I played it on the console no one remembers anymore, the ColecoVision. Loved the ColecoVision. Possibly my favorite, my favorite console of the era. Even though a lot of the games were games no one remembers these days, especially first party. Coleco did not have a big selection of first party games, except for the coup of Donkey Kong, which is what let it hang with the big boys for a while. Everything else, Mousetrap, Ladybug, Venture, Cosmic Avenger, Space Fury. Uh, well, there was Smurf, but there was the Cabbage Patch Kids, which was a platformer, of course. But for the most part, second stringers. And second stringer doesn't mean bad; it just means not remembered by history. Ah. Anyway, now I kind of want to put power ups in there from thinking of Space Fury, but I can do that. But I can do that. Ooh, I can do that. Uh, Yeah. What else can I add? I don't want to add. I don't want to add special features to the game yet because I feel like it's not really a game yet. Their lives equals 3. Yeah, we need lives. We need score. And I'm just going there. I need an array for the stages, which I'll put these notes here. Which animations to call, what each enemy is worth, how they move and fire. Stage plus equals 1. Okay. Okay, there's the thing where I get dead. Here's the place where I get dead. Lives minus equals 1. Okay. Okay. Oh, right, that's what I wanted to do. Let's see here. When the shot gets hit, speed scale equals 0. Huh. Speed equals 0. Speed scale is the speed of the animation, not, okay. Whoop. No, no, no. I want, speed not equal to 0. Let's try counter equals 0. Where's paused? If not paused. Okay, counter equals counter plus 1. Pause equals true. Okay. Yeah, yeah, exactly. There's always a lot of games that are just unfortunately throwaway games. Maybe not throwaway, but it's even worse when it's from a when it's from a company that has since vanished. I can think of lots of games from lots of companies that I really liked, and the companies barely exist anymore if they exist at all. In the 8-bit era, there was Culture Brain. I loved Culture Brain. They're still around. They're still releasing games in Japan, but nothing they've made has come out in the U.S. for decades. They made my favorite sports game of all time, which is saying a lot since I don't like sports games. But this one, I really should play that again. Baseball Simulator 1000. Great game, boring name. I'm convinced that's why it didn't sell well in the U.S. That dull name, because it has nothing. It is not a simulator. I mean, you can simulate with it, but the draw of the game are the ultra teams, which are teams of players with superpowers, literal superpowers. Pitchers that throw can throw fireballs, lightning balls, or steel balls that the batter can barely hit, or ones where the ball disappears and teleports to the halfway there and teleports to the plate, so you can't anticipate where where it fans out in a wide zigzag. And that's just the pitchers. The batters can hit balls that explode in fielders' faces when they try to catch it. Line drives that if the if the other player tries to catch it, they catch it fine, but the ball keeps going anyway and drags the player with it and slams them into the fence and knocks them out. Yeah, pretty much. Bunch of soccer games I know along those lines. I've always wanted to. I don't know why I've never played Mega Man Soccer for that reason, where every character has a super shot based on their robot powers. Culture Brain also had a couple of RPGs I liked. I don't know if I'd still enjoy them as much today when because they were very much Nintendo games. Very hard, very few save points, very easy to die. One of them had, I think, my one of my favorite moments in. It's a tiny bit of a spoiler, but there's a long it's a long ass dungeon, really difficult dungeon, lots of fights. You're climbing up inside a mountain, and you get to the top. You finally get to the top. You cross the rainbow bridge, and the graphics scramble. The graphics scramble. The sound effects freeze, and then it all goes back to normal. And the entity you've gone up there to meet says you should not let such things bother you. And it's like I'm going to throw something through the screen now. Pokemon. Yeah, I like games where you can collect your players too. There's a Nintendo RPG like that too, where it's based on Romance of the Three Kingdoms, but it's a straightforward RPG, not like the Romance of the Three Kingdoms games. Destiny of an Emperor, and you can run into enemy generals in random battles, and sometimes when you win, the enemy general joins you, or at least can be convinced to join you. They'll either join you immediately, they'll ask for something before they join you, or they'll outright refuse and leave. That's why I always have to have a few horses around. So you can give them a horse and they go, sure, thank you for the horse. And I go, you're welcome. Sorry, what I'm trying to do here is there is a silly paused equals false. If not paused, okay, if not paused, and whoops, that shouldn't be an underscore. Let's try that. What I'm trying to do here is when you shoot the enemy, the explosion shouldn't keep moving. I want the explosion to stay in place before it disappears. See how it's moving? Okay. I'm not sure why it's moving. Oh, the Shin Megami Tensei. Yeah, I've only played the spin-off Persona and only Persona 5 for that. I really liked Persona 5. Just the original. I haven't played Royal, and I'm not sure I want to because it also feels like a very long game for some reason. But yeah, I've always liked games where and if there's an enemy, where you can get enemies to join you as playable characters. Always liked that feature. Okay. I'm not sure why it's not freezing. It's it should not. As pause being true means that it should not move. Yeah. Royal adds a whole extra quest and a new final boss. As I've read, I haven't actually tried it, so I wouldn't mind playing Royal. I think I wouldn't mind playing Royal, but I kind of don't want to play through the rest of the game first again, if that makes sense. Uh, Just peek over here, make sure no one's. Yeah, okay. Okay. Why this isn't working? It's not really a major priority. What to do is far more complicated. I want to add another group of aliens in a different formation with a different firing pattern. I don't think I want to do all that today, but I do want to at least have the makeup. I don't think I want to do the formation and firing patterns today because I tired. I need the code on a day where I haven't. Bit. Oh, save something. I did I not send myself my. Did I not send myself my sprite sheet? Aha, my sprite sheet. Do have my sprite sheets. Photos. There we go. Let me zoom way in here because these things are tiny. These are other random ideas for enemies I had. Uh, Oops. Oh, just hit edit. That's fine. Zoom way in. Zoom way in again. My goodness. Okay, I gotta not edit this by mistake. Leave without saving, yes. Because I don't trust you. I'm gonna open this with paint. File, open, desktop, ace, sprite sheet. Okay, let's bring that up over here. So I think I'm gonna look in here, zoom in. Oh, zoomed in wrong. There we go. Zoom in some more. Oh, okay. those grid lines for a second. Leave the rulers on. Let me see here. So for a second, oh, nice, yes. Oh, right, that's one of the things I wanted to include, and I probably will eventually. Okay. This shot is that highlighting properly? Yeah. Okay, that is highlighting properly. This shot is one that the enemies are going to drop. Going to be a different shot from this one. Later enemies will drop this shot, which is this is the shot, and then when it hits the ground, it explodes, and the explosion can kill you too if you run into it. So it has an AOE, not a big AOE, but an AOE. But in the meantime, which enemy should I choose? Any opinions, chat? Got this one. Kind of like this one. Little bouncing guy. This one's pretty much directly taken from Space Invaders, so I'm not sure I should use that, though I don't think it's a copyright issue. It also doesn't quite fit with the with this design. This one, I kind of like this one, but it's also directly taken from Space Armada. Well, not directly, but more or less a copy of Space Armada, an enemy from Space Armada, which is a Space Invader clone for the Intellivision. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much exactly a regular Space Invader. Uh, these were pretty much designed. These were pretty much designed from scratch. Well, these and the one I wound up using. I liked his little marching animation. So, second opinion? Let's just choose from these. I can always make more too. Yeah, as you can see, the ship didn't look the same in my early designs either. It was just very simple and plain looking before I added that weird triangular zigzag design. The one on the right, this guy, the little bouncing guy, he does look kind of happy bouncing up and down like that. Now the question is, can I do this? Okay. Whoop. No. No. Left click. Whoa ho 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 ho. Okay, I do not have any of my familiar art tools here. One of the things I tried to do on the old Macintosh was use the most primitive built-in tools for these graphics. Uh, I might not be able to do that here because the primitive built-in tools are too primitive. Yeah, I need. Where is photos? Let me reopen photos. I can't make a new folder here, a new file here, right? Is that what is this? I don't care about this. Don't show me a gallery of random images. Hey, I could do this. Let me do this the hard way. Uh, okay. We hit print screen. Hmm. Yeah, we're gonna do this with a print screen. And the print screen. I don't want a print screen. I want it to. These things. This guy, the original guy here, is 8 by 8 pixels, and he's 8 pixels by 8 pixels, and in the game he's expanded to the size you see on the screen. So I want 8 pixels by 8 pixels for everybody. You know, to keep it consistent. I need a canvas that's. Can I make a new window, or is it? Okay, so I can only have one document open in Paint at a time. It's not what I want. Okay. Well, maybe I can do it. Let's try it. Maybe pain, but I'll try it. Nope. Come on. Nope. Let me turn the grid lines back on. There we go. Nope. Come on. Start there. Yes. Yes. There we go. So we copy this. You are copying it, right? Copy. So let's hit new. Oh. Ah, that did it. Except it's all white. Paste. Aha! Paste. There we go. Alien 2 frame 1. Whew, okay. Recent. Space to Fair's flight. Space for Flayer's flight sheep. Sheep's important. Shippity doodah. Shippity a. What is this? Okay, what do I, where are my sprites? Oh, there you are. There you guys are. Gentlemen. Now we zoom in here. Make sure it's 8 by 8. It is. We hit new. We paste. Yes. Save. Got Alien 2 frame 2. Whoop. Okay. That's good. That's good. Now, over here in Godot, that should have imported Alien 2 frame 1. There we go. Alien 2 frame 2. Oh, it's hidden behind the building. You can't see them. But that's not important. I mean, it is important, but it's... Let's make a new one. Movement 2. Is it... Can I only have one alien? Oh, can only have one. Ugh. Hmm. I thought I was being clever trying to make the, Okay. That's okay, I'll do it anyway. For now, at least. Alien 2 frame 2? Alien 2 frame 2? 1 2 1 2. Speed scale. Uh, 1 FPS. Looping. Um, okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now, let's go to here. Okay. Okay. Do that. I'll go over here. Click this. To check a... I need to check how a function... Julo. Okay. Okay. That's what I thought. Let's go back. Percent. If stage modulo 2 equals 1, then get child I plus 9 dot animation equals movement, else two. So this is just a simple little experimental thing, and we'll see if it works. What are you doing? Hang on. Right. Before I do that, there we go. Choose. Did not crash. Off on. Space deflators. Space. Now let's just see if this silly thing works. does! Look at that. Now it should switch back to the first group of aliens. It did. Oh man. First try, too. That makes me feel good. Now, obviously, when I get further, when I do more refinement, I'm going to have the different aliens will also act differently. But yeah, I was afraid they wouldn't animate right, but they're absolutely animating fine. Oh, those are cute in motion. I like that. Boingy, 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 boingy. Yeah, I like those guys. So yeah, I think the attack pattern for the first group of enemies is going to stay like that. They look they look like they're marching. They're marching, so them moving from side to side like that works. Oh, I need to have them move down more so they don't overlap each other like that. These guys, I think I want them to kind of jump around the screen if I can figure out how to do that. Stomp, 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 stomp. These are the stompers. The stompers and the jumpers. Yeah. Um, no. That would be funny. I could certainly use these sprites for a rhythm game. That Whoa! Hold on. I got hit and the game crashed. That's never a good sign. That's not a good sign. Game just froze right up. Uh, assignment, valid assignment or property or key paused. Okay. If shot node not equal to null. I mean, things are always null. I think I may. I think I will make the other sprites tomorrow off camera, as it were. I love that little derpy guy. I mean, that's why I drew him. He's loosely based on the the first frame is loosely based on the robots from Berserk, but the robots in Berserk didn't move like this. They walked left or right or up or down. They didn't bounce. He looks so happy. Doesn't even have a face, but he looks very happy. And somehow looks more happy than the one that is a literal smiley face. I'm just gonna hit play once more. I think I'm feeling the loss of brain power here. There we go. I just want to make sure. Can't call method get child on a null value. Uh, child. If get child j plus 9 is not equal to null, such I plus 9. And why is this? Why did it pass this line okay, and this line it didn't like? Wait, there's a leftover I in there. That should be a J. That's a different error. Or it's crashing. Okay. Uh, okay. Don't understand why. Why it keeps doing that to me. Okay. Okay, let me try. Mm. Okay, that's what I was trying to do. Okay, shot. I know what's going wrong here. I'm just not sure. I may have to do a lot of rearranging to fix it. Yeah, because I'm getting hit by a shot. Wait a second. Where am I dead called? Enemy shot is not equal to null. I don't understand. I thought I threw in enough cautions here. Shot node, if it's getting here, shot node should not be null. If it, so this is actually ooh, if shot node shooting is greater than 0. Ooh, let's do that. Let's try and fix it that way. If I hit this is shooting, right? Yes. That may be a easy workaround because it only checks it if it's if shooting is greater than 0. So basically, what I'm trying to do is get hit by a bullet of an alien that I just destroyed, but before its shot disappears. Because as you see, when you shoot an alien, its shot disappears. Yeah. That explosion sound is so overdone. I kind of love it. Oops. Oops. I have to do it in the right order, too. If I hit my shots go through the enemies if I'm exploding. What am I doing? I'm bad at dying in the wrong order. What the heck? No. Okay. No, I got hit by the wrong shot. Come on. God, man, I love that balloon pop noise. No. I keep... I keep getting shooting him too late or too soon. Ah, come on. Look at that. Just a second before. Just an instant before. What is wrong with my timing? Yo. No. Why do I keep... I know it's the wrong time right after I hit the button, but it feels like the right time before I hit the button. Even though I know it's not the right time. Okay, it needs to be like... Oh, I thought I had it that time. I'm just gonna fire randomly and see what happens. Because I had no trouble doing it when I was playing around. Now that I'm trying to hit them... Jeez! Oh, come on! Me! Not like that. At this rate, the death counter is going to overflow. Or underflow. Sorry, your death counter was negative a bajillion. I don't want to be negative a bajillion. Boingy boink. I like these guys. These guys are fun. They're happy. They're dancing. They're peeing on me. Um... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make him give him more shots on the screen. Yeah, and that's the reason these are variables, so I could set them when I create the stage. These I can make these different for every stage rather than having them be fixed numbers. But play. Go back here. Space deflators. Um, weird. Space deflators. Space deflators. There we go. There we go. That's lots of shots now. Surely I can slam into one of them before I die. There we go. Okay. shouldn't get here because shot node shooting should not be 0. Shot node shooting should be 0. As soon as I hit that enemy and make them dead, their shot value should be 0. Yeah, we'll turn this into a rhythm game. This shooting stuff is killing me. Maybe I should put more frogs in. Shoot the frog. Frog should totally be a secret stage. Nah, that's ridiculous. Why would I do that? Frog is the final boss. No. Script. Alien Group 1. No, Node 2D. Array equals. Hang on. We got 4. 4. X. I don't know. I put a thing inside of a thing? I put an array inside of an array? This has nothing to do with the previous problem. I'm deferring that, well, for a day when I have more brain power. I just want to see if this works. One, two. So, okay, I want there. Alien group equals. What's alien array? Okay, that's fine. Alien group equals stage percent 2 equals 1 minus stage percent 2. So 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay. Alien formation equals these variables. Drop them down here. Except I don't really want the variables here. I just want them. This should be. Oh. Yeah, this has nothing to do with that other problem, which I'll figure out eventually when I'm feeling less out of it. This, on the other hand, it's something I want to do for the future. Whoa. Okay, hang on. Hang on a million seconds. Hang on. Hang on. Stop exploding. Stop exploding. There we go. Okay. I forgot I did that. So here we go. Alien group, Alien 1, script, max. Okay, so it should be okay. Yeah, good. Okay, they overlap and they're not exactly in the middle, but yeah, okay. Not They're not really where I wanted them to be, but the point is they're not appearing in the same place as the first group. Nice. And let me just throw. Ready, motion.x equals stage equals get parent, get parent, stage, %2, 0 and 1. I want to be 1 and -1. Okay, hang on. I want the options to be 1 and -1. No, actually that should work, weirdly enough. Okay. Hmm. Where is that print statement that is printing all this? What is this mess? What is this mess? Print alien. Okay. This anymore. This anymore. Let's see here. Print aliens. Okay. I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore. Let's start using print debug more often. Oh, it's this, I think. Anyway. Anyway. Figure that out later. -800? Anyway. Uh, anyway. I like this. Yeah, a million billion shots. I don't want I don't want that. At least not for stage 1. Yeah, eventually I think I do want a million billion shots. Which is in fact part of the reason why this stuff These things are variables. So I can set them on the fly. I can make more shots, fewer shots. Uh, I'll probably want to throw in a shot speed variable. So for faster shots later on. Uh, yeah, it's good. I got some ideas. I got some ideas. But it's been 3 hours, which is honestly 3 hours more than I thought I'd be awake right now. So let's. I'm gonna find someone to raid and go get some dinner. Dinner will help, I'm sure. Can always. Well, yeah, why not? Why not that fellow? I've. And thank you for participating in the stream. Thank you for commenting, for keeping me engaged. Yeah, it was a pretty good day. I like I said, I thought I was gonna fall asleep halfway through, but I did pretty well. Did pretty well. So I am going to call it a night. Uh, Good night. Have a good day tomorrow. Have a good week. And I'll be back on Wednesday, 2 days from now, and then I will hit this thing with a rock some more and see if I can make astronauts come out of this caveman. That's how uh, that goes. That, good night.